are Geekcentric, and you can be too. Love ya. Get home safe, guys. Peace.
Hey there, geeks. My name is Nate, and welcome to the Geekcentric podcast, and welcome to a very special Behind the Geeks episode for Marvel Studios Deadpool and Wolverine. Special thanks, as always, to our friends at Marvel Studios Canada and Disney Studios Canada for setting up these fantastic opportunities to get to talk to these lovely, talented people who helped to create and star in this incredibly mind-blowingly cool dream of a film. I had the chance to check out the first 40 minutes of the movie and then chat with two incredibly talented and, dare I say, gorgeous people from both behind and in front of the camera on Deadpool and Wolverine. That's right. I spoke with the delightful Wendy Jacobson. She worked on the movie as an executive producer. And if that name sounds familiar, you'll know she also worked on Marvel's She-Hulk, which we here at the Geekcentric podcast really enjoyed. Another great character breaking the fourth wall, just like Deadpool. And I also had the chance to discuss marketing opportunities with comedian Rob Delaney, who plays the iconic Peter himself. Wait until you see Peter in this movie. From what we've seen, he's going to continue to just be a delightful addition to the cast, but then also he gets a little naughty in this one, and I kind of allude to that in our discussion. We've also got some more Deadpool and Wolverine shenanigans celebrating the release of this film. We got some really, really cool stuff coming up. So you're going to want to keep an eye on our socials at We Are Geekcentric on Instagram and Geekcentric YT on X. There's going to be some cool stuff. And then lastly, we've got our spoiler-free review for the movie out tomorrow. So be sure to tune into that. And we, of course, will be having a spoiler-filled discussion out next week after you've all had a chance to experience the movie yourself. We don't want to spoil anyone on anything like the internet has managed to do already for so many things. But listen, geeks or nerds, as Deadpool would say, it's time to put down your chimichangas. And please enjoy our interviews with executive producer Wendy Jacobson and Rob Delaney. Hey, Wendy, thank you so much for chatting with me on the Geekcentric podcast. My name is Nate. How are you doing today, and how's the global tour been?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Nate. And the tour has been awesome. It's been awesome to be a part of it. It's been awesome to watch the guys in the other cities, and it's so exciting to see the joy and excitement that the fans around the world have for this project. It's electrifying.
Oh, man, I can only imagine. I think, I would love to travel the world one day. I didn't know the cheat code was becoming an executive producer at Marvel, but now I know. I have to say, I'm a huge fan of She-Hulk. All of us here at Geekcentric really enjoyed She-Hulk, and it's fun because she breaks the wall just as much as Deadpool. Was there anything from your time working on She-Hulk that really helped inform you during your time on Deadpool and Wolverine?
Yeah, absolutely. I think with both the characters, the fourth wall breaking, it's something that's just inherent to their to the source material, right? It's not something that's ever done for a gimmick, and it's something that we definitely, choose wisely and pick our places. And I think, those projects, while they share similarities, the truth is we're on one project at a time at Marvel. You're trying to focus from start to finish, making the one best version of that thing that you can make. And I think having had a Marvel project period under my belt before going into this was just extremely helpful, because when you're working with seasoned and experienced filmmakers like Sean Levy and Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, you want to be able to deliver results for them quickly. So I'm glad that wasn't my first foray into the Marvel system.
Yeah, you've been with Marvel for, has it been 5 years now?
Yes.
That's awesome. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Well, I mean, that's probably one of the coolest jobs in the world that you have. I'm going to shift to kind of a silly question.
Please.
But in the vastness of the multiverse established in the MCU, I want to know, there's no way she'd have as cool of a job as you. But what do you think multiversal Wendy is up to right now?
Oh my God, that's such a tough question. Why can't it be producing though? That's what I love to do. I live for that. Can I just be producing in every different universe within the multiverse?
I think that's it. I think is there a specific multiversal MCU movie that she's working on, do you think?
That's a great question. We need to find out from my bosses. I don't know. I don't know yet what's next.
Well, I'll wait for the Wendy Jacobson movie to come out to check that out. But going back to She-Hulk, I'd love to know for you having worked on both projects, if Deadpool wasn't already in a committed relationship with Wolverine, do you think him and She-Hulk might hit it off together?
Oh my God, I'd love to see Deadpool and She-Hulk together in a project, you know? And I think the truth is, She-Hulk, as funny as she is and as meta as she would be a great foil to Deadpool in the same way that Wolverine is, because she's very no nonsense, you know? She's a lawyer, she doesn't put up with any BS, and I think she would just call him out for being a man baby 24/7, you know?
Absolutely. So I think in the end they probably would clash a little bit.
Yeah.
Lastly, I mean, you mentioned being on the global tour with Ryan and Hugh, and as a Canadian myself, we're Ryan's Canadian, Hugh plays a Canadian, and
Sean's
we're
Canadian.
known for Sean's Canadian too. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I completely forgot. Okay, so we're all known for being a little bit overtly apologetic or saying sorry all the time. I want to go the other direction now. Okay. I want to know the dirt. Do you have anything like, is there anything you can share that might just kind of come off as like, do they chew with their mouths open? Is there anything? Are they, drama queens? What would you say? Is there anything you can share? Because they're just too perfect, all of them.
I'm sorry to disappoint. They are as perfect and lovely, wonderful human beings as they seem online and on TV. They're just amazing, wonderful humans, really.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, that's good to know. Wendy, this was a pleasure getting a chance to chat with you. We've seen 40 minutes of the film so far, and I cannot wait to see the rest. I'm so hyped.
Thank you so much. I can't wait for you to see it. I can't wait for everyone to see it.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. And I can't wait to see what you work on at Marvel Studios next. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
And now get that sunscreen on for our interview with Rob Delaney. Hey, Rob, thank you so much for chatting with me on the Geekcentric podcast. How are you doing today?
All right, thanks.
I'm a big fan of Peter's. I'm a big fan of yours.
Thanks.
Let's start there. The iconic Peter. After all these years, what's it like coming back to him? And why isn't this movie called Peter, Deadpool, and Wolverine?
Well, that's a great question. My understanding is it didn't fit on the side of a bus. So they had to have a shorter title because they really wanted it to pop. But they did try to call it that, and I think a few people at Marvel were in fact fired when the title was shortened, or they quit. That's what it was. People quit, which I understand. But no, it was so great to play Peter again because Peter, he's not in any of the comic books. He wasn't in any other movies leading up to it. They weren't like, oh, we got to find a place to shoehorn in old Peter. So the fact that we made Peter up and that people liked him is super gratifying and frankly unbelievable. I still am in shock.
Yeah, it's got to be such an incredible experience. Rob, for these next questions, let's get a little silly. You down to get silly?
I am.
I'm not sure if you know this, Rob, but outside of Marvel movies,
Yeah.
popcorn buckets are really helping to save the movie theater industry.
Yeah.
But forget the Deadpool popcorn bucket, forget the
Okay.
Wolverine popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
What's the Peter popcorn bucket look like?
Oh, that's a great question. And I'm going to have a different answer once the film comes out and everybody sees it and stuff. But I don't know. It might be fun like if you reached into Peter's mouth and he went like, thanks. That would be nice because he's so pleasant and accommodating, and that would be upsetting. You wouldn't want to eat your popcorn if a man was like, yeah, So I think a Peter popcorn bucket that enjoys being entered and explored. I think that would really upset people. So that's a good idea.
It's also really fun to say, Peter popcorn bucket.
It is, yeah. You saw how easily I said it. I didn't stutter or slip.
Now, with the MCU having established the multiverse, there's always a chance that in this world we could meet a variant of Rob Delaney, what do you think multiversal Rob Delaney is up to right now? And is it possible that he's as cool as you?
Oh, that's kind of you. So yes, of course it is. Could possible that he'd be as cooler than me. And what would he be doing? God, I don't know. Maybe I love what I do for a living, and I feel grateful that I get to do it. But I kind of would like to be like a paramedic or a fireman. So hopefully I could do that for a little while, or like work on a fishing boat. One of those ones where you just don't see people other than your weird crew for like a month. One of those, I hope.
Perfect. Just you and the fish.
Yeah.
Okay, and I guess lastly here, Sean's Canadian, Ryan's Canadian, Hugh plays a Canadian, and as a
Yeah.
Canadian myself, we're known for saying sorry too much. We're known for maybe being a little too nice at times. In all their perfection,
Yeah.
what's the dirt? Do you have anything you can share? Do they chew with their mouths open? Like, what can you give us?
Man, I don't want to be lame and be like, actually, they're just great guys. But they kind of are. What would I say? I don't know. Like they're too good at too many things. They're all multi-hyphenates. So just relax. Just relax. Come on. Leave some for the rest of us, you friggin' hyphen heads. Too many hyphens. That's what I'd say.
Okay, dope. Okay. One more bonus question here. Keeping with the marketing for the Peter MCU spin-off film. I don't know if you saw, but Heinz recently put out their Deadpool and Wolverine ketchup and mustard.
Yeah.
And so Deadpool
they're doing Peter mayonnaise. It's illegal in Canada, so you wouldn't have seen it. But it's taking America by storm, by mayonnaise storm.
They're doing Peter mayonnaise. Okay, well, I know what I'm putting on my hot dog when I go out for my...
An old woman slipped in it and broke her skull, though. So Canada said, we don't want get that out of here. Whereas in America, that was a selling point.
I'll have to get it imported. Well, Rob, thank you so much for answering my silly questions. Having seen 40 minutes of the film so far, I can say I've really enjoyed all that I've seen of Peter, and I do mean all.
Thank you for alluding to my nudity in the film, which I don't know why. I think for theater capacity stuff, for safety, they're not leaning into that in the marketing because I know that it might create. They'd have to do extra staffing, and you don't want there to be a stampede, so they're parceling that out. The fact that I do nudity in the new rated R Deadpool and Wolverine. Thank you.
Excellent. And it's probably great for the mayonnaise campaign. But thank you so much. Cheers, Sugar Bear.
Thank you.